Hey, what's going on guys? Caleb Wisted here. I was just using my favorite new fishing app, especially for mapping. And that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on today, is the mapping aspects of this app, because it really has revolutionized mapping by putting all these different layers of data in one place, so you don't have to jump from app to app to app. It's all right there. So I'm going to be going over the details on that, how it works, and then stick around to the end because I'm actually going to show you a couple tricks for navigating this app that are really helpful that I've learned over the last year of using this app. So let's get started, guys. Hopefully this is a good one for you and you can learn a few things. Check it out. So this app is called the Omnia Fishing app. It's created by the folks over at Omnia Fishing, which is primarily a online tackle retailer based out of Minnesota. But they saw a gap in the mapping industry and they realized that there's a lot of different maps out there and layers out there, but there was no way to see them all in one place. So they said, let's fix it. Let's create an app that takes not only base maps and aerials, but also puts in user-created data, weather, wind, and also contour maps into one place. So that's what this mapping app really does for you. Now, there's other features in the Omnia app as well that I'm not going to get super in depth on, but you can see all the Omnia fishing reports in real time. You can shop the Omnia store right on the app, and you can also see all kinds of weather data and things like that. So lots more features, but we're going to primarily cover the mapping side today. So let's get started with the base map. So the mapping is a multi-layered mapping system, and it starts with a base map of either aerial photos or just a base map. And sometimes I like that base map when I want to clear things up, but also the aerial is really nice for seeing weed beds and things like that, or where you're at on the lake in relation to houses. So you can use either one. And then the layers are what's really cool about this. The user created data layers are really cool because what they are is from certain units that are out in the field actually mapping, they're sending data into Omnia and it's putting it into the mapping, so you know it's right. It's actually from boats that have been in that spot on that lake, and that it includes contours, weeds, and bottom hardness. So any of those three data sets you can get from this user created data. You can layer those and you can actually see on the map what other people have gone over. Super useful, especially the bottom hardness. I've got a couple other videos I've gone over the bottom hardness on, but I've used that a lot. And now recently they've also joined with Navionics, so you can use any of Navionics base layer maps. So that mapping is right in the Omnia app, which is awesome. You can layer that as well. So that's kind of your mapping layers that you can use. Now, on top of that, we also have weather. All kinds of different weather that we can layer onto this, including radar, lightning strikes, storms approaching. My favorite is wind. So there's a few apps out there that show wind as actual arrows and lines and moving in a certain direction and a certain color, and it gives you a visual about what the wind is going to do from now through the next 24 hours. And that's basically overlaid onto the data on this Omnia app, so you can literally plan a fishing trip for the next day and see what the wind is going to do right on that base map, right in front of you. So it's like watching the day unfold right in front of you on this mapping app. So another thing, obviously, that's super important is GPS coordinates and waypoints. So you can put as many waypoints as you want in and navigate to them and find spots that you fished before, or maybe even put some markers where you want to try fishing later. And it's just a great feature. So all of that combined in one app is just absolutely incredible. A couple things that you need to know: the Navionics only comes with the base map, so you're not going to get like the navigation features that you get with Navionics, but pretty much everything else that you need is already in the Omnia app. Just be sure that if you want to use your GPS location, that you have the user created data turned off, because you can't overlay those two. And also the wind layers don't work with the Navionics maps. So those are the only two things that are incompatible that you really should know about. So that's that, guys. That's the Omnia app. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check it out. You can get a free 7-day trial with that link of the Pro version. That gives you all of the options available to you. Now you can also get a free version and use the basics for free as long as you want. So make sure to check that out. This app is $49.99 a year. And if you consider all the things that go into this, I mean, that's a heck of a deal, considering that you'd probably be paying upwards of 75 or 100 bucks to get all these apps on your own. So thanks for watching, guys. Get hooked up. We'll catch you later.